Here at Drive Tribe, we wanted to grab the three founders for a quick update on how their 2021 was going and what plans they have for the rest of the year. We've had Hammond, we've had Clarkson, so we're finishing with the cheese meme himself, Mr. James May.
James.
Yes.
We thought we'd grab you for a 2021 recap so far.
I thought you were going to say 2021 minutes. God.
What have you been up to this year so far?
What have I been up to? Where are we? End of Feb?
Yes.
Beginning of March, in fact. Well, I haven't done that much this year. I've done a bit of writing. I've done quite a lot of cycling, which is why I look so healthy. And I've fiddled with a few things down here in the bunker. And I've done a load of cooking. And I've done a bit of planning. It's not very exciting, sorry.
You've done a wee bit of filming with us as well.
I've done some filming with you. That was this year, wasn't it? Yes.
And as everyone will be freaking out in this video, the Ferrari's back.
Yeah, well, it never really went away apart from that it got locked in the service centre for a bit whilst it was, it had been serviced, and then I couldn't go and get it because of COVID. And then the garage where it normally lives was inaccessible because of the builders digging up the drive and so on and so on. So now it's back here and it's just been sitting there for months, to be honest. I've run the engine and driven it up and down the bunker.
So what are the plans for it? Will it be going to the country?
Yes, it's supposed to live in the country in its warm garage. Okay. It's just I can't go to the country because of COVID rules, and I couldn't get that in the garage anyway because there's a huge hole in front of it.
Okay.
So it's here in the cold. It still works though, it's fine.
Can I drive it?
No.
So it's very much
Thank
in
you
the
for
news.
watching, like, comment, subscribe.
It's very much in the news just now that you guys went to Scotland and filmed with big, bulky American saloon cars.
Yes.
How did that go?
That was good, actually. I mean, well, it was quite complicated because we had to do it as a COVID bubble, and we had to have bubbles within bubbles, so I could only have one sound man come in my car, and they put the kit in the boot because then they didn't have to come in the car, and every time somebody did come in the car to fiddle with the cameras, they had to fog it and disinfect it, and they disinfected us. But they tested us all every day anyway, and we always knew when we got it the next day whether or not we had it, and we all didn't have it. That was the first thing you learned, even before you could go in for breakfast. Have I got COVID? No. Keep going for another day. So, but even though everybody was negative on the whole crew, I'm not just talking about the presenters, we still had to go through all those COVID protocols. But the film that we've made, I think, will be good. It's an interesting idea. The scenery's great, obviously, it's Scotland. Quite remote for the most part. There's a few bits in cities, but there's a lot of remote stuff. And yeah, it was quite a good adventure.
Okay, so 2021, looking ahead, what have you got in the calendar? Potentially some more filming, grand tours, or anything you can tell us at this point?
We are working on doing another grand tour this year, but I can't tell you what it is. Mm-hmm. I'd like to do another of my travel shows, Our Man In, and Amazon are very keen for me to do one, but that's even harder to do with COVID restrictions than the grand tour is, because obviously you can't really make a travel show without going and meeting a load of people. And we can't have everybody in masks because it's depressing, and we can't test, if we went to a big festival, say. We talked about doing India. Imagine we went to one of those big Hindu festivals, which have got hundreds of thousands of people in them.
Yeah.
We can't test them all. We can't expect them all to wear masks, and we certainly wouldn't be able to socially distance. So that will limit where we can go, and it may still be a long time until we can do it, but we will do it eventually.
So outside of COVID restrictions, what is it that makes you choose a certain location for a show like Man In?
Well, I think it has to be somewhere that I have a bit of an affinity with or a curiosity about. So Japan I've been to many times, and I find it very magical, and I wanted to know more about it. So it's that sort of thing. But there are plenty of places like that. There's still a lot of places I haven't been, or places that I have been to that I'm dying to go back to because I didn't have time to learn about them properly whilst I was there last time. Okay. So I'm not going to say what they are because people will go, oh yeah, you should go there, and then we won't be able to go there and we'll have to go somewhere else. But we've got 6 possibilities lined up, and they're all researched, so we know what we could do if we were able to go. So we're just waiting for the moment when one of them goes green.
Okay, so what way round is it? Does Amazon say, right, you can go and do another one, and then you go and do another one, or do you go do another one and then you see who wants it?
Oh no, that's a commission from Amazon.
Okay, cool.
So we will suggest the places that we go, and they will say yes or no. But I mean, they won't really say no unless I said we're going to do Hammersmith. Then they'd say no, be a bit more ambitious. But we're not suggesting Hammersmith. They set us a budget and they say we want this many programs of this length, but then beyond that they leave it up to us, which is nice.
Okay, well, along those lines, I've asked Richard and Jeremy this thus far, and they gave some quite interesting answers. If you were given a blank check and you didn't have any executives that needed boxes ticked, what would be the series or a documentary or a film that you would go and make with no strings attached? Just go and make it.
So the budget isn't an issue?
No, not at all. The location, all of that stuff.
Well, to be honest, we've got Grand Tour, which is a massive thing, so that satisfies the cars and adventure and banter bit. Hopefully I'll do Our Man In, which satisfies the travel and sort of cultural curiosity thing. I would probably not put a very big number on the check, actually, and I'd probably make something quite introverted about music or woodwork, or maybe animal rescue. I've always wanted to make an animal. I'd like an animal sanctuary. Money no object. I'd like to just.
Okay.
I don't want to run it. I don't know enough about that sort of thing. I'd find some people to run it, but I'd like there to be a place full of friendly, cuddly animals that I could go and visit. Donkeys.
I was going to say, are we talking donkeys or are we talking exotic stuff?
Oh no, just things that have been saved. So it would be donkeys, horses, dogs, cats, rabbits. All in a big field and some huts, all sort of furry and happy, and I just go and talk to them.
Well, can you buy up some fields at Swallow Cliff?
I do have a field, but it doesn't have an animal sanctuary on it. I suppose, I don't know, maybe I'll think about that for retirement.
That does sound really nice. We should totally back that in some way if we can.
I'll just live in a little, a humble hut with an army-style bed and a little cooker and a few books, and talk to donkeys.
There we go, James May on donkeys, coming soon, 2030.
To donate, just ring 0800, etc., or press the red button now, like, comment, subscribe.
Thank you, James.
Pleasure.